Tyler, backstage Lectric Leprechaun with Krewella.
Hey!
Welcome home.
Thank you!
Chicago girls do it better.
Hey, we do.
Yeah, we're wearing our
Yeah, I know.
gear
It's
here.
like you
We
really.
always do.
I've got a little bit of a confession. Tonight was the first time I've ever seen you guys.
How'd you like it?
Amazing.
Thank
I
you.
was already on board, and then you dropped like Eiffel 65 blue in the middle of that, and I'm like, I love these girls.
Gotta throw it back every once in a while.
It was amazing. Well done. And, because I've worked at stations all over and I've come across you guys, but I've never seen you guys. So this was kind of nice to actually, I set aside like 20 minutes running back and forth. And that's the part I caught with Eiffel 65. So thank you.
We like to throw in some of the dance music that we were raised on, like
Yeah.
from the 90s and the early 2000s, because subconsciously that's like embedded in our brains, and I think that kind of defined our taste today.
And they ate it up. It was
Yay.
unbelievable.
Glad for it.
You guys are high energy, man.
Still coming down from it.
We were talking about like, man, we're all tired watching you, and you guys are still bouncing around. I'm like, God, I just want a nap.
It's all the adrenaline.
is.
Welcome back, Chicago. You guys were just in where? Like, see on Instagram, you're like in Mexico or something?
Yeah, Mexico. We played South by Southwest on Sunday.
All right, so how is that? As I'm
Awesome.
tripping over the thing back here.
It felt like a big house party, which is kind of
Yeah.
what South by Southwest is. You kind of invade one of those little venues that kind of isn't meant for an EDM show, but damn, we
You
threw
make it.
down. It felt like a house party with low ceilings,
It was a dive
dark.
bar.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had so much fun.
So it was just kind of like a pop-up show that you just rolled in and said, here you go.
Exactly.
Through Tinder.
Tinder.
Really?
Yeah.
They
We
had to swipe right
Swipe
on
right to
us.
get in?
Yes.
First time both of us were ever on Tinder.
Yeah, how did that work out for you guys?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
A lot
The
of people
fans made it
swiped
work
on
out.
us.
We were a
Thank
little
God.
worried at first because, like Yasmin said, it was a divey place, and when we walked through there, it wasn't packed at all. But our fans are the ones that make the experience so amazing, and we
Yeah.
actually ended up like we didn't want to stop. We kept playing shit, and we were like, "You want to hear some new shit?" And that's what you do at South by.
Yeah.
You just kind of experiment. The power went out at one point. It happened twice
Perfect.
because people are raging so hard. But that's what happens at South by. It's just unexpected, surprise stuff happens.
I've never been, but everybody I've talked to says it's just absolutely amazing.
have to go.
All
Yeah.
right, next year. You guys going to do a pop-up show? Can I go?
We've done every year for the last 4 or 5 years, so
Yeah.
we'll probably be there again.
Unbelievable. Where are you guys going to next? Are you staying in Chicago for a while?
Now we're in San Fran tomorrow.
And then LA.
Oh, so you're done. You're like, I'm out.
Yeah, unfortunately, we love spending time after shows, but this time we don't.
Imagine
have
how
a
our
chance.
mom feels. We're home. We come here for dinner
Get home
and we
for a
play a
night,
show.
yeah.
Breakfast, we're gone.
Well, that's all right.
We're trying to get
it
her to move
once
out
in a while,
west.
so that's nice.
Yeah. We're
What's-
lucky in that way.
What's the one thing you guys do when you first come back home? What's the first thing you do? What's the one thing you miss, whether it's a food item or a thing or a place, or what's the first thing you go to when you come home?
I think we're both thinking the same thing. We go grocery shopping with our mom.
Yeah,
we're
we
like,
go-
what are we gonna make for dinner?
We feel like we're in high school again.
Yeah.
Like the cart rolling with our.
Oh, so you're
mom
cooking
and
it.
grocery-
You're cooking at
so
home.
Our moms, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all cooked dinner together and then ate, and it was like super chill. And then we come here and we're like, on
Then
stage.
you're gonna go home and go to bed,
Total
and then get
opposite.
up and fly to San Francisco.
Yeah,
Pretty
pretty
much.
much, yeah.
That works out all right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you got back in time for the snow. So that was exciting.
I
Glad you
love
even got
the
in.
snow.
I'm warm now, so I'm clearly. So
Yeah, I don't mind the cold. Chicago blood.
Well, being in Mexico and Austin all week, I mean,
That was awesome.
Yeah.
No lie, the sun is.
My
I
sweat
know.
is gonna freeze into icicles when I step outside.
yeah. Well, I saw like on Instagram, you guys are like all on the sun, just like, oh my God, I'm so jealous right now.
You gotta come out for a spring break party in Mexico, though. That's like
man.
another world.
You know, yeah, that's the thing, and it's just like nonstop. It doesn't matter what time of the day or the night.
Oh, absolutely.
Like 9 a.m. You guys want to go rage? Sure.
People
we'll
start
go.
drinking as soon as they wake up, and we're like, I'm too old for this. I'm 25. These kids are like 18.
I know they're going insane. How's that crowd tonight?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing.
I think
They look-
Chicago's just expected to be the dopest.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not even biased. It just is. We can come here and play as hard as we want. We play whatever we want, and people are open.
And thanks for the love and the shout out. You get my boss a shout out. That was really cool. Eric,
He's a man.
I'm giving my boss a shout out now too because he pays me. So
It was
that's
really
good.
cool to hear everyone singing Team. That was like,
I wanted to
Yeah.
cry. I was
That's
like,
always,
you guys
like, a
know
really-
this
Does that
already?"
ever get old?
no.
Ever.
No.
So-
It's a humbling moment for a fan because you never know how a song is reacting, and it kind of reminds you of the beginning. Like it always reminds you of the first time we started playing shows for like 20 kids in a tiny venue, and the fact that they actually know the lyrics to a song that you just threw up on a blog is really
And they know it all.
cool, and it doesn't get old. And
So in a place
yeah.
like Chicago, is that a good measuring stick? Like if you come here and say, all right, this is working, they know the words, we're going to take this with us wherever we go, anywhere around the country, around the world?
I think it's a pretty good gauge. I hope
Yeah.
so. I mean, Chicago, people don't think of it as a music city, but coming from here, we used to go to shows as kids all the time. Every big band rolls through here. Every small band rolls through here. Every band ever needs to roll through Chicago. And I think it's a good gauge.
So you've seen a lot of shows here.
Yeah.
We
Is there-
Played
couple,
here.
too.
I was just telling Jahan the first time we ever met Steve was here, and he had no idea who we were. We were chilling in that green room. We were
Yeah?
like, "Hey, we're Krewella." It was in 2011. He was like, "All right, who the fuck are you?"
I don't know if you saw. I was side stage. He was watching like the last 15 minutes of your set. And he was
Yeah,
getting down. He was
he's the
back there.
best.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Really good dude.
We were talking. He's got like his specific cake that he's got on the rider when he comes to. He's got to go
Yeah.
cake to people. Do you guys have anything that's a little bit left of center, or something that makes you kind of go, "Wow, really? That's on your rider?" You have anything like that?
I think people would say, "Wow, really?" when they see how healthy our rider is and
Really?
how boring. Yeah,
It's
like
just
dried fruit.
water, wet ones.
But nothing crazy like all yellow M&Ms or
No,
something like
No,
that.
No.
that to me that shit's like pointless. Like, why
Yeah.
drive people crazy? Why drive
Yeah.
promoters crazy? We're very practical people. It's like
You're from
we're
Chicago.
minimal. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
at a certain point we had like sports bras on our rider because we'd run out of clean sports bras and socks on the road. We got rid of that shit too because we're like, we'll just wash our bras in the sink if we need to. But I mean, yeah, I'd say we're practical and minimal in that sense. We only have the necessities.
You show up and you play.
Yeah.
It is a Chicago thing. It is what it is. You see what you get. And
Yeah.
You get what you see. Whatever the fuck. Yeah.
That is awesome. Hey, what was the best show you've ever seen here? Outside of you guys playing here. Is there?
Amazing when we did
The
tour.
Get Wet
yeah,
tour.
that
it
was amazing.
insane. That was November 2013.
Yeah.
What else did we see here besides?
I've seen. Who did I see here that was amazing? I saw Snow Patrol here when I was.
Snow Patrol.
I want to say it was my first concert ever. Our parents took me.
Yeah.
I was probably 16, so maybe 9 or 10 years ago.
Sounds
I'm
about right. That was when
25
Chasing
now.
Cars was the thing.
It was that tour,
Yeah.
and they ran through here, and it was my first concert outside of seeing Block Party at the Intonation Festival, which is now Pitchfork. So yeah, that was my first show at the Aragon. It was probably my
The
favorite.
Brawl Room.
The Brawl Room.
Yeah.
Is that what they call us?
Back in the day, they used to call it that. Yeah.
Really?
Like
Badass.
Nirvana and stuff would come through because everybody would leave bleeding.
Whoa.
Oh,
metal bands?
that's
Yeah, that kind of
badass.
stuff.
You were one of those guys.
Not
right?
at all. No.
I feel like you strike me as that.
Not at all. I came here to see you guys, and that's been it. So what's next? All right, tell me what's next. You guys have a lot. Obviously, the music. We talked about that a little bit. Unless you want to elaborate on that anymore.
We dropped a new one. It's an unreleased one. We kind of
Tell
test
me.
out songs in the set sometimes just to see how it reacts.
And
then-
you dropped it up
Tonight,
there.
not
Yeah.
not
Okay.
to the
no,
world.
No,
It's
no,
like-
we didn't like drop it.
Because if you
no.
dropped an unreleased track, it's not unreleased anymore. Yeah.
No. But it's
So-
really cool to play unreleased stuff and then see what's buzzing online. It's a really good gauge of what we should release or like what kind of sound people like and like what people. This synth is so distracting. I don't know why when I'm talking it's weird.
Oh yeah, Steve
that's
Aoki's
why.
out there right now.
Isn't that weird when you're like talking and you hear something that your other
Yeah,
ear?
I know.
is being pulled.
I just zone it out. I mean, if you haven't noticed, my boss has
I
been
should
talking
be
in my ear for the last 10 minutes. I don't listen to anything he says. So,
But just working on music.
Yeah.
We're home for a bit after these next couple shows, and then we're pretty much
Then
just
you're
writing
back at
every
it?
single day. Yeah.
We're
So when you-
finishing like the next 5 or 6 songs, and then we're just gonna.
get back at it.
Yeah.
And then from there, you'll take that music and then you go back on the road with it, or you just kind of leak it out online.
We're gonna go
We'll
on the
see.
road. Yeah.
We're flying by the seat of our pants right now.
That's amazing.
I'm like
Isn't that
sitting
awesome?
really quietly because I'm trying to hold my excitement. We can't totally talk about it yet. There's a lot of stuff coming.
Can you give me a hint?
We'll be
A
in
little
Chicago.
nugget? A little morsel?
Well, we're always in Chicago.
Yeah?
I think that might be the only morsels I can give.
Okay.
There's so much coming, and we're really excited.
You might have to
I'm-
stalk us online to find
Yes.
out.
I've already been doing that. I've been following you guys in Mexico for the last 2 weeks.
You might have to stalk our fans' profiles because they know more than we do sometimes.
Isn't that
It is-
crazy?
It is
It is.
crazy.
That's how supportive they
yeah.
are, though.
Well, we were talking about earlier when they're singing the words back to you, how that never ever gets old, and it's nuts. I'm watching it out there, and they're just like losing their damn minds. It's crazy. So, ladies, welcome home. Do we need to cover anything else? Do we cover it all? Do
We covered it all.
We'll find you on the socials.
What we can say, we covered.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can give me a little more if you want.
Vague and mysterious.
All right, well, when you have when it becomes when it goes from vague and mysterious to an actual thing, will you guys
Yes.
come by the studios and say what's up? And
Absolutely.
we'll talk about stuff.
I'm in touch with Meg too.
Yeah,
Meg
oh,
from
yeah?
B96. She's a homie, so
Nice.
yeah, you guys will know.
She's great. She's walking around here somewhere. I saw her back there
Meg.
somewhere.
Yeah,
We'll roll
we have the
through.
same high school friends. We went to different high schools, graduated the same year, so
Yeah?
we were kind of running in the same circles in high school.
Where did you guys
So-
go?
Glenbrook North.
She went to GBS, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
GPS.
Rival
people, you know.
school.
Hey, by the way, does it ever get weird? Like you guys working together is it a little bit different than just like working if like you're on your own, or how does that work? As I mean, you guys ever fight? You ever get on each other's throats, or how does that work?
If we're like both PMSing, maybe.
Yeah. Did you guys like sync up? Is that the thing?
I think girls who live together might sync up.
Yeah,
Is that
that's a
TMI?
rumor.
I don't
No,
know.
that's like
We've
the
literally
rumor.
always lived together,
Yeah.
so
So
probably,
probably
yeah.
the same.
This is all
Yeah.
we know, though. It's like
Yeah.
every time I say that, I think of the Chainsmokers song. Damn it!
Oh,
This is all we know, right?
it is though. Yeah, this
yeah.
is what we've had, and we've been blessed to have it. I don't think either of us would have it a different way.
It's a joy to be able
Yeah.
to celebrate with someone who you worked with and you came up with, and
Who's your
I mean,
family.
that's what's special about life, is being able to travel with someone, play shows with someone, make music with someone, and then release music and just be able to look at each other on stage and be like, they fucking know the song. And I can't imagine touring alone. I know a lot of DJs do it, and I feel like it wouldn't be as fulfilling for me.
That's awesome. Ladies, welcome home.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Krewella, B96.com.
B96, we love you guys. Thank you for everything.
Yes, thank you. And when you guys come back, honestly, come by the studio so we can talk
would
about
love
the
to.
next thing when you want to give us a little bit more of a nugget.
That
Yes.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll talk all
Eric
about
heard you.
that.
So he doesn't
And
ever
Eric's
forget.
wearing our
It's a verbal
shirt too.
contract.
He is like, yeah, he's wearing the shirt.
Hey.
Oh, can you buy that shirt at the merch booth up front?
Is it there? I don't even
know.
know.
Oh my
But
God,
you have
we're
merch
awful.
stuff up there, right?
We might. Oh my God, I'm
Yeah,
so
I
sorry.
thought
We
so.
don't
I
know.
don't even know.
We can buy it online. Krewellastore.com.
Krewellastore.com. Very affordable, 100% Connor, maybe 50-50
Made in Los
cotton
Angeles.
poly blend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's made in
glad
LA. The image is designed. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, designed by our older sister. So it really just came
So
from
it's
home.
one big family event.
Yes.
Awesome,
It
ladies.
is.
Thank you so much. Thanks for
Thank
letting me
you.
experience all that was Krewella tonight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
B96.com, Krewella, everybody.